President Cyril Ramaphosa has arrived in Washington, D.C., but this isn't just a ceremonial handshake across flags. It's a bold attempt to fix a diplomatic rift that could reshape South Africa's economy and its place on the world stage. Let's rewind a bit. Over the last year, relations between South Africa and the United States have grown tense. The U.S. has become increasingly vocal about South Africa's close ties with countries like Russia, China, and Iran. South Africa's neutral stance in global conflicts and participation in the BRICS alliance has raised eyebrows in Washington. Meanwhile, at home, President Ramaphosa faces pressure to grow the economy, stabilize energy supply, and create jobs. So he made the trip not just to talk, but to negotiate. Here's what really happened behind the scenes and why it matters. First, Ramaphosa offered major concessions to attract investment from none other than Elon Musk. South Africa wants access to Starlink's satellite internet and Tesla's clean energy solutions. But Musk's companies have hesitated due to local regulations, especially black ownership laws meant to redress apartheid's legacy. To win over Musk, Ramaphosa proposed exemptions from these rules. It's a move that could boost tech access and infrastructure, but also sparked criticism from those who say it weakens economic transformation. Second, Ramaphosa's delegation pushed hard for the renewal of AGOA, the African Growth and Opportunity Act. This U.S. trade law allows South African goods to enter the American market duty-free. Without it, industries like agriculture, automotive, and textiles could suffer huge losses. Analysts say this was one of the most crucial objectives of the visit, and South Africa made its case strongly. Third, controversy followed the president. As to America, recently the U.S. granted refugee status to 59 white South Africans. Officials claimed they were fleeing racial persecution, a move that shocked South Africa's government. Ramaphosa responded by calling the asylum seekers cowards, accusing them of spreading misinformation to sabotage land reform. This issue touched a nerve because it plays into a much larger debate about land ownership, race, and historical injustice. Then came the shocker. In an unprecedented move, the White House announced that all U.S. government agencies will boycott the upcoming G20 summit, which South Africa is set to host. Citing concerns over safety and political direction, the decision signals just how fragile the relationship has become. Diplomatic insiders say it's a warning shot, and South Africa has to decide whether to lean further into its BRICS alliances or find middle ground with the West. So what does all this mean? From one angle, Ramaphosa's visit was an act of leadership. He faced tough conversations, defended the country's policies, and tried to save key economic partnerships. He didn't hide from conflict. He walked right into it. But from another perspective, critics are asking, is South Africa giving up too much to please global giants? Are we sacrificing long-term transformation for short-term investment? The balancing act is clear. South Africa is trying to be a global player in a divided world. It wants Russian energy deals, Chinese investments, and U.S. market access, all at the same time. But with the global landscape becoming more polarized, that balancing act is getting harder by the day. This visit wasn't just about trade and refugees. It was about choosing a direction. And South Africa is standing at a crossroads. Will it deepen its partnerships with emerging powers like China and Russia? Or will it try to rebuild trust with traditional Western allies? The answer might define our foreign policy for the next decade. So, what do you think? Was this visit a diplomatic win or a sign of desperation? Is Ramaphosa protecting South Africa's future, or is he making promises we might regret? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more in-depth political stories from South Africa and beyond. And hit that bell so you never miss a beat. Thanks for watching, and stay informed.